defensively. That team across the field is a conference foe, and that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Spartans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a spot in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, or the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The noise bouncing off of Smarty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. The 10. Touchdown, Sparty. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
Oof, and after that pick 6, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Now sliding to his left. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get...
And to the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew This was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Terry. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense. When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nothing going right for this team early in the 1st quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we've got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
On the direct snap, it's Frazier. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, going to the air. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Try to get it to the edge. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
Got it in the middle. It's Terry. That's 20. He's got space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. He's got him down the middle. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. 2nd guy finally did. The break, and Michigan State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Terry. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Defense in press coverage. On the move. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Missouri gets to the line quickly. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's going for the goal line. Give him 6. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together an 81-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's shot. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Parachek. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Spartans can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Now he's going to break the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
The Spartans come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Grab near the marker. It's Frazier. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down the wall.
Vic Hughes!
At the 12-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's a fumble. They knock him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Great job by this defense, not getting down, not quitting. They gave up some yards. The offense got in the red zone, but the most important part of the field, they came up big, forced the fumble, and get the touchback.
Makes the grab. It's Scott. There he goes. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And here's the return. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complement at quarterback to this offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Collier. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
And the Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Horn. Grab behind the line, it's Frazier. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Quick completion on the out route. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Gets rid of it. Got a man. It's Boyd. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Motion from the back. Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. Touchdown, Michigan State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Lets it fly. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. side of the ball, executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Terry. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Tight end now in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Throwing right. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Hoffman. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking downfield, it's Horn. Makes the catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for a huge play. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Boyd.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Gives it on the option. Inside the 25. Crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 7 over Nebraska. It's It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Mizz has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Throws to the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Missouri wants to go fast.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry.
Turning it on! Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He'll take a shot. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. Quarterback keeps it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now 2nd and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. Caught in the backfield, it's Terry. And this one will be stopped for no gain. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Turns it loose. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Moving away from pressure. It's complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Got his man quickly. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Play action fake. He'll throw it. Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's shot. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. See what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Horn. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Spartans! They take the lead with the 6. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
He'll bring it out. It's Terry. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab on the left. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. It's a draw. Picks up the first down, still moving. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. The short hands, it's Terry. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Works the middle of the field. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got him. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They try to pop a run on the draw. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's got him in the flat. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Horn. Finds his man. It's Marsh. And he's brought down after a nice game.
As As a quarterback, I'm trying to find my matchup. Get the ball to my guy so he can do something with it after the catch. When you put it on his body, he can catch it and then break a tackle and make a play happen like he did just there.
He leaves it with his back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Makes the catch. It's Boyd. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Spartans are rolling down the field. The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Tiger. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick 6. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Horn. Caught near the sticks, it's Frazier. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He'll pull it down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and all gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Grab behind the line, it's Terry. At the 20, he's got space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tiger. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback But those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a two-time All-American know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Nebraska. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to throw, it's Horn. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Looking to throw on first down. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Michigan State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Mizz has it back on the offense coming out on the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those... Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves, but they wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated in all three phases.
And now they put the college football world on notice. That was a nice win. You get these top 25 wins, they're big for your resume, big for your confidence, and everybody else starts to look at you a little bit more seriously.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off like there wasn't